and we get a... I mean, it's a one shot. Hey guys, this is Hell Hades. This is a Raid Shadow Legends video. Guys, I'm doing a follow-on video from my rare dog that nuked the arena. I thought it was a really fun video to do, and there was a lot of good feedback. So I was like, let's look down the charts on the damage tier list. So anyone can grab this tier list from the website, hellhades.com. In fact, I'll quickly show you how to get there. So you can literally go raid, champion tier list, and then on that page you go into the champion damage spreadsheet, and you can just download your own copy. Okay, so you can get a copy of this spreadsheet, and what you can do here is you can just manipulate whatever you actually want to do. So I've just filtered by AoE damage dealers, and I was looking down again. I was like, okay, we had to play around with the dog. Who else do we play around with? And Marquess kind of popped out to me as another rare that can smack. So she's in there playing around with the Ethos gang, with the Candy gang. And she's also a defensive champion. So I was like, you know what? I just found one. I found one on my account. I'm going to level her out with another rare, which is a great setup champion for her. And a couple of legendaries. And then we're going to go to town, smacking people up with this combo. So this should be good fun. Okay then, so the two champions in question, it's the pairing of Doomscreech with Marquess. So Doomscreech actually best in class to do this job as a rare, a void rare. He has got an ability which pushes turn meter on by 30% and puts the big boy increased defense buff out there. Increased defense is going to buff our damage by a lot, but a 30% turn meter fill is as good as any champion in the game does for an increased defense buff. Yes, it's almost like what you do with Arbiter. You push turn meter on, you increase attack, and then an attack-based nuker goes. Doomscreech does it for your defensive champion. So he partners really well with Marquess. So Marquess, I mean, she's been in the game forever. Been kind of underutilized. Maybe she will still be underutilized because, you know, let's be honest, there's a lot of other champions that do a similar job. But this is a fun one. So she does have a decreased attack, small version A1. She does bring a freeze A2. But it's the A3. Sorry, it's the A2 we care about. The A3 is the freeze. AoE ability, 3-turn cooldown, which is low, really low. You get an extra 10% damage from books. And she's got a chance to place Weaken as well. But what we're going to do is place Weaken for her with someone else. And then she's just going to blow people up with this A2. So I've gone for... And she's got relatively low stats, like a 1k base defense, 89 base speed. They're quite slow, quite low base defense. But because her multipliers are good, you can still pump her up to do good damage. So I've gone for 4.3k defense with a good amount of speed, 100% crit rate, and some good crit damage. I've not ripped apart all of my main arena team, so we've kind of gone with leftover gear, but should still show potential here. This is in Savage gear, and I've got her with Helm Smasher as a main mastery, and a kind of normal offensive mastery tree for someone who's going to just try and pump some damage. So yeah, she's one of the hardest hitting champions in the game. I'm going to set them up with a Kymar who's going to strip any buffs off. You could use someone like a Rian who would strip buffs and replace with a Weaken, which would be cool. Kymar's good for me because he sleeps them as well, so it just means I've got less problems with being nuked. It is worth saying, both Doomscreech and Marquess, they are like HP champion and defense-based champion. They're quite easy to build to keep alive. So even if you expect to go second, you can probably take a hit with these two and still keep going, which is quite fun. So Kymar is going to be my buff stripper and sleep champion. I'm going to use Draco as my decreased defense and weaken because I want drop defense and weaken out there together to get the most damage out of this Marquess. At least you want weaken though, honestly. But yeah, we're going to pop these two on together, and I'm going to use my meme shield set Draco to do it. So let's get into this. Let's see what sort of work they can do. I'm in, probably like mid-level gold 4, just chilling. The speeds may be a problem, but we will see. We will see. So let's set it up. Right then, let's do it. I'm hoping these people are not crazy quick because I'm not crazy quick either. Let's try this. There he is. Okay, so Doomscreech is going to punch us on. We're actually really close here on speeds. Doomscreech is going to pump us on 30% turn meter whilst also giving us increased defense. We're going to let them have a little nap. We're going to place decreased defense and weaken. Got it everywhere. And then let's just slow this bad boy down. A2 is coming in from Marquess. Got one weak hit possible here. See what she does. Woo! Like a double 100k hit is what she does. Double 100k. Damn. Right, let's see if we get some joy out of this one. Leo might be a problem here because he becomes unkillable. Then he's probably going to nuke me into the ground. So with all this protection as well, this could be nasty. Let's see. Let's play at a one-time speed. Let's enjoy the game. Not many sleeps out there. We still get our attack off. We've got weaken everywhere, though. Let's see what we do. One hit, two hits, 80s. It's like 150 odd K worth of damage across the board. I don't think I've got any sort of anything to deal with this guy, though. He's just going to nuke me into the ground. Oh, but she doesn't die. You know why? Because she's a defensive champion. She's like that. Who cares? Hit me again. We're still going. Hit me again. It's all down to really whether I've got enough speed to deal with this. But if I have, I mean, I can kind of deal with anyone, really. If I got the speeds, they're in trouble. And we've got the speed. Oh, mama! I mean, it's just such a lot of damage. It's such a lot of damage. And it's just kind of nice when you find one of these rares. Look at that. Barely scratched by a Skull Crown nuke. Barely scratched. Edrim, sort out your damage. And that's what's quite cool. You know, when you've got a defensive champion that can do this sort of work. That's why Solus is really high in the meta in plat level play right now. Defensive champions that can do this work will not be sat down, even if they take a knock. Let's go again. We've got a couple of sleeps out, which will boost our damage some more. Oh, I mean, it's just so much damage. 170k, like, across the board. 170. I mean, let's see what she does in general content. I've not really ever played around with her that much. So let's get into some other stuff. I mean, I'm not that far in Doom Tower here, so we're going to try some of the earlier levels, see what goes on. Obviously, we've got a bit of rotation on abilities here. Increase defense up. Drop defense and weaken against wave 11 on hard. Oh, I mean, damn. It's actually really powerful. It's actually, like, genuinely feasible. Is it feasible? For the maybe for the earlier level. Maybe it gets totally outscaled later on, but that is a lot of damage coming out right there. This is a lot of damage. And then obviously you've got to rotate back round, so you need things like your crowd control coming in with our ninjas and our seals. We get back round to it again. Is it smack time? Is it smack time? Oh, it's good. It is, like, that is properly an option, guys. This isn't just a meme. This is an actual option for teams here. Especially considering... Oh, we've got a decreased defense on us now, so we're probably not going to get the same level of damage away now. But considering, you know, easy to build out, can take a hit. Damn, that could actually be a pretty viable comp or champion to get you through, you know, a fair amount of content here. That is a lot of damage. Just see, decreased defense on us is going to hurt us a lot for our damage, but still, we're pumping out hits. Maybe I'm going to get us into a into one of those silly old teams that I do, which are pointless, and just see what sort of damage she does on a dragon wave. It's a shame I don't have an aura that kind of really helps us here, but we're going for this sort of silly team that I normally do my damage tests with. I didn't really think we were going to get to this point, but actually, it's pretty viable. So let's just slow it down, put the poisons on them, poisons on us, and then let's just see what she does against... This is Dragon Wave 19. I normally do 20, but she's wrong affinity for 20. So we've got poison on them, drop defense and weaken, poison on us, Gerp Tuck and Bad Elves passives kicking in. And we get a... I mean, it's a one-shot going through that wave. An absolute one-shot from this rare. She's standing above the crowd. She's like that. Notice me. Notice me. I'm insane. So look, there you go, guys. Bit of a fun one today, but I love it. I love it when we find rares that can do genuine work. And honestly, like, some of them are a little bit memey, but this champion is legit. Like, legitimately to come into teams. Without a doubt. Especially, I love this pairing of her and Doomscreech together. It's just kind of nutty. So there you go, guys. I've been Hell Hades. Do not sleep on Marquess like I have done for the last 2 years. I will catch you later.